Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Unicorn Overlord. Last time we left off, we got a pretty good amount of romances done, but we still have many more to go. And I guess we're going to be working on this some more this episode, but there is one thing that I did want to do. So someone mentioned, and I looked up online to confirm, apparently you can get a 6th treasure map for each area, and it's specifically at the Albion Quarry. I really don't know why the game doesn't tell you this somewhere. Like, maybe it does, and I just never saw it. But, yeah. So, apparently I'm not done at the mines. I still have to work the mines. Oh my god, there it is. They do exist. I was starting to doubt. I was like, oh my god, where are these things? But yeah, there it is. So... alright, that's the 6th Cornian treasure map. Oh my god, I just got really lucky. I straight up just got the Pistorius map, which is my second one. And then I immediately started this round and hit another one. You always know when you got them because they're always 500 to the treasure. So, boom. Alright, we finally got them all. I also realized it probably lets you know how many maps are left by the fact that there's even, like, still a map listed at the rewards at the top. Like, if we go in here and dig again, is there still going to be a map icon? Yeah, there's not. That's how you know. So, I only noticed that because, the like, little seal on the map was changing color. And I was like, oh, so it's telling you, like, what potential one you're able to get next. I wish they would made that a little bit more obvious at the beginning of the game, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that just, like, never got all of these. Like, straight up, just because they didn't realize it was a thing. I remember, I remember I only knew there was multiple because, like, someone had mentioned it in the comments, so... aha! Here it is. Alright, there's Albion Treasure Map 6. I got the Lupinus Staff and more Dews of Illusion. Let's see here. Oh, cool. It tells you if a character's had a Dew of Illusion before and how many they've had. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's really neat. Okay. So, Gloucester's never had a Dew of Illusion. Maybe that was part of an update. I know the game just updated recently. I'll give one to Sharon too. That's super cool. Alright, I like that a whole bunch. Okay, and what was the staff that we got? Base PP plus 1, HP recovery plus 30%. I wonder if that's HP that you recover on others, or if it's your own healing. Just to yourself. Because, that's a big difference, I feel. All stats plus 5. Okay, you have a Sapphire Pendant, though. Osh... you also have a Sapphire Pendant. Yana? Yana could use it. Oh, but we'd have to get rid of Guard Hunter again. I need to upgrade that Thawing Scepter. I need to upgrade it really badly. Who else could make use of such a staff? I mean, really, the only thing... also, didn't I get a better Dancer's Bracelet? Did I get a Dancer's something else? Maybe I just got another Dancer's Bracelet. I could just give you this new staff. Let's see, Selvi, you have the King's Staff. So I could give you the staff and then, you know, put that on somebody else. Osh, obviously I want to have the Telerik Staff. Yeah, there's just not a lot of other characters that use staves that I would want to put this on. I guess Prim. Yeah, let's give it to Prim. We do use Prim a bit. Here you go. Enjoy, Prim. Cool. So, with that, we are good there. So, off to the next treasure. Aha! There we go. Treasure map 6, 2 more Dews of Illusion, and a Razulurus sword? I'll have to get another look at that one in just a second. Okay, we should give one to Amalia. We should give one to Yana. I'm glad that they have that marker now to show you. That is extremely helpful. Base BP plus 1, HP recovery plus 30%. Yeah, I mean, pretty good. Pretty good. Question is, who would I want that on? Who uses a sword that doesn't already have, like, something pretty good? Ooh, that'd be good on you. Oh yeah, no, that's going on Fedoquia, for sure. I forgot to mention, when we were at the mines, we got a ton of Fevrite, because you can just, you know, dig that up now, I suppose. So, we have quite a few upgrades we can give to some people as well. Aha! Here we go. Gotcha. There's Drakenhold Treasure Map 6, the Helleborus Axe. Cool, cool, cool. And, 2 more Dues of Illusion. Clive, you have had one. Gloucester, I don't think has had one. Jerome definitely has it. And neither is Adel, actually. So yeah, you two take it. And it was an axe with +1 PP. So that could be pretty useful. You currently have the King's Axe, which is all +5. You have Boreas, which is extra AP. Gloucester has a Zenoiran Night Axe. Also, you just have a great sword. Wonder if you can even equip anything different, Amalia. Because I can't think of many other swords that we have that are that big. Fran has a Vorpal Axe. So, why don't we just give it to you? Because, yeah, I gave the King's Axe to, Alban. So you lose a little bit of initiative and stuff, but... I mean, that's more attack. That's good for you. And then you have a Steel Axe, so I can upgrade you to a Vorpal. Alright, looks good to me. Alright, that one was pretty easy. Hello. Storious Treasure Map 6. I got the Quince bow. Or the Quincy bow. Probably Quince. I don't know. I'm doing the Spanish pronunciation of that. Selvi, like, stats honestly don't matter as much for you. So... Cecile... and... Celeste? Okay, and this bow, yeah, so they're pretty much all gonna be like that. Who do we want to give that to? What's Rhaenys have? You have the King's bow. I don't think there's another archer that I use. I guess Ridiel, no, because you use that, you use the magic bow. Unifi? No, you already have a really good one too. Rolf, here you go, friend. Enjoy. Okay, wait, that one's just super easy. I know exactly where that one is. I don't even need to... It's just right over here. Hello. Easy. Yeah, that one was super easy. Easiest one by far. Alright, there we go. There's the spear. And 2 more Dues of Illusion. Let's see. Like I said, it doesn't super matter on Selvi, I feel. Hilda can have one. And sure, Joseph. There we go. And who do I want to have this new spear? So Clive has Zephyros's. Adel has critical damage plus 30% and stun immunity, which is quite good. Jerome has the Nameless Guard Spear, which I will drop, I think. We'll grab this for you, Jerome. There you go. Enjoy. So now I just want to go over here and use some of my Fevrite. Hello? It's high quality Fevrite. So, what do I want to upgrade? Where was, what's his face's sword? Fedoquia? Is that not something I can upgrade? I guess it doesn't really need it. I'll upgrade some of these. I mean, I have 8 Fevrite, so let's upgrade some of those Zenoiran Night Swords. And this Hunter's Claymore is pretty good too. King's Axe. This item cannot be enhanced further. I was about to say, I was like, what's the deal with that? Labrys can be upgraded. What else we got? Meteorite Axe. Rose Knight Hammer. The Juggernaut. That would just give it +1 attack. That's not worthwhile. Testarossa, 1 more attack. I am using you a pretty good amount. We'll give you that. Okay. And then, like, yeah, a lot of these just can't be upgraded, really. I'll give this to you. Spirit Bow, Desert Bow, Interrogator's Bow. The Meteorite Bow, just give it a little bit of extra. I'm good. These. Staff of Succor. Meteorite Rod, Thawing Scepter. This is one of the ones I really wanted to upgrade. Because that Guard Hunter is just too good. There we go. Okay, and then... any shields I would want to upgrade. I think Elaine already has like nearly max guard rate. So that's not super useful on you. More guard rate on Lex. 5% extra on you. Let's get this blessed round shield for you. And then, yeah, let's get it for Joseph as well. There you go. Alright. That's a lot of really good upgrades. Quite happy with that. Okay. How about we take out some of these battles really quickly, like Soiree Calm. Bridge the Soiree Calm village in Grand Korean beyond is held firm by Zonoran Imperial Guards. Defeat the guards, liberate the village, and secure a route to the royal throne. Let's do it. So this is just a liberation battle. So this isn't going to be too crazy or anything. Seek to march upon the Emperor's castle, do you? Then let us see if you're truly worthy. Okay. I mean, you actually have things to say. I'm still not sure if I totally need to show this, but, I'll probably show, like, the boss fight once we get up there, I suppose.
The day will be ours. Come then.
As expected. May the Father smile upon me.
So, level up for Virginia and Scarlet. All allies HP regeneration and +10 defense. At the beginning of battle? That's, pretty good, actually. I already have rapid order starting at the beginning of battle, though. And, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's also a limited thing, right? Let's see. Activates 4 allies attacked. Saint Superior, party aid. So let's get rid of, like, passive miracle just for a second. Yeah, it's limited. Okay. Yeah, just put passive miracle back on. So yeah, that's not going to be helpful. All right, level up for Hilda and Rosalinda. I really don't need to optimize these battles that much these days, so I think I'm just gonna swoop right in and take out your base just like that. I don't really need to worry about like killing every enemy and stuff like that. I have no need for money or honors at this point, so it's kind of just if I wanted to, I could do that. So I mean, ooh, no, you're not going there. That's a bad call. You can go over there though. Take that one out. But those Wyvern Knights would super mess you up.
Decades of diligence bring their reward.
There you go. All right. So yeah, I mean these are just some pretty quick fights at this point. I guess I'm leaving one enemy, so I'm not like totally wiping them out. But wow, what a good level up, Clive. Thanks for coming out. They're about to get bopped. They definitely do.
Might I rest a moment?
Don't worry about it though. We're about to win the fight. All right, let's show just in case they have some dialogue since they did talk to me at the beginning. Nope, but we got some Rage of Fairies. God, that's scary. Just being able to do that right from the get. This is such a high magic damage team. Get wrecked. Oh my god. Oh my god. We even got the magic counter off because that's considered a magic attack when we just reflect it back. And there's Elemental Roar. Oh my god. This team is scary.
My eternal thanks, O Heavenly Father.
Good job,
Impressive,
Fidoquia.
aren't I?
Elemental Impetus activates after using an active skill, grants the user +1 AP and +1 summon fairies.
Have I always held such potential?
Alright, we win. So, yeah, this is probably what we'll work on today. Taking these things out as best we can. Good, good. And of course getting some romances done as well. Because we still have about a 250,000 left. So, you know. We've secured our route to Grand Corinne, Your Highness. Yay! Proceed along this path, and the final battle against Galeria shall commence true. Be sure to prepare well for whatever challenges. Okay, so there's just another option to infiltrate from, basically. Like, you can just get a bunch of different options. How odd. How odd. Alright, well, let's go. Let's just take them all out. I mean, why not, you know? I'll let you pass. Be gone or else? Alright, well, I'm just gonna beat you up then, if you're gonna be like that. I might just show these, like, especially with how many level ups I'm getting. It's like way too much editing for how little work this actually takes. Dare seek an audience with Emperor Galerius? Ha! It's time you learn your place, rebel scum. Make your peace, for it shall be the last thing you do. Alright. I hate to break it to you, I can just kind of fly right in there and take you out quite easily. Is that the only assist? No, you have a mage right there. I mean, let's deploy you, and you, and then let's do a hasten call. Looks like a good call to me. Alright, boom.
Allow me.
And I can just fly right around you to get to the mages right there. Oh, that is annoying. Oh, just okay. I mean, I'll just go around that if you don't mind. Okay, yeah, that magic assist is a little annoying.
My griffin will get a treat for this.
Okay. Can you get to them faster? Because I really, really want to kill them.
I won't lose.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Both of us are higher still.
Good level ups. Yeah, I mean, once again, I just don't feel the need to, you know, like, worry about fighting all of these characters and everything. Uh-oh.
This should be quick.
That hurts. Yeah, this is a little painful. Definitely not going to be doing as well as we once were against them. You can win, though. No, stop it. Okay.
I have a bad feeling about
I tried to
this.
stop you.
My griffin,
I tried to
these
cancel.
wounds are grave indeed.
Yeah, I mean that was a suicide run I just sent you on, but don't worry about it. All right, Hilda will take care of it. Don't you worry. All right. Don't you worry one bit. Yeah, I mean the assists are. Oh wow, we lose Osh and we still win. That just shows how strong Rosalinda is. All right. Bye bye.
And I soar as one.
It shouldn't come as a surprise. One of the many benefits of old age.
Good, good. I captured the command post. Yeah, see, these are so fast at this point, especially since I don't have to like super optimize. So, there we go. We also get like bonus honors too, I think, for just doing it fast as well. So, I mean, still works out kind of okay. Secured our route to Grand Corinne. Another black diamond. Alright, so sure to prepare well. Yeah, I guess we'll take care of this really quickly. Free this church. And then I can focus on romances for the rest of this episode. And then if I don't think we're going to manage to finish them all, but if I somehow do, then we can take care of the sanctuaries and stuff. And then next time we can try to finish the game up. Possibly. We'll see. It feels like me just rolling it like this final battle. It doesn't actually feel like that is the final battle. If you get my drift. Like I feel like there's going to be a little bit more to it. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm crazy, but it feels like the kind of thing where there's going to be something else. If you're aware, Grand Karen lies just beyond this fortress. Fight to kill, or your head shall adorn my trident like so many others before you. Okay. Well, once again, probably just going to use my flyers just to get right in there really quickly and knock this out as quickly as possible. I mean, these aren't even towns we can actually restore at this point. These are just random things we do, so I'm just doing them all because it feels like I should. Alright, go. We do have to actually worry about the enemies coming at our base this time. There's apparently a cheeky little priest over here.
I'm on my way.
Hello. Your healing assists are not going to help you.
Face your demise.
Dead.
Reason rules the day.
And you can just cap that, and then yeah, just cap that, and then get over there.
You'll never win.
Now this is some fast warfare. We're just going right in here. Don't mean to alarm you, Your Highness, but our command post is on the verge of being captured. Yep. I'll summon an Elaine there, or a Miriam, just in case. There you go.
A great boon for the liberation.
I think we're good though. Yeah, we're gonna reach them before they reach
This
us.
should be quick.
Bye bye.
See,
Big level
Chloe?
ups.
I can do stuff.
Yeah, Chloe.
In his
May this holy strength.
I think
serve
Cecile
you
is
well.
probably the generic that I've used the most throughout the entire game. Because we never got another, like, really good offensive Griffin Knight. Like, we got Celeste, but Celeste's not, like, super high on the offense side. More of a defensive Griffin Knight, which is interesting. I do like that. Alrighty. Secured our routes. Beautiful. Alright, so if I try to move forward, proceed along this path, be sure to prepare well. So if I try to move forward, yeah, it tells me you got to. Okay, so that's what I wanted to verify really quickly. We can also hit this up now, which I have 63 of these. So I could get some more Fevrite, or we could just like do some of this. These are remarkably cheap. How about we get like 10 of each of these? And then yeah, sure, a little bit of HP as well. Yeah. Let's just get a ton of dues. And I can just toss them on the characters that I want. So magic attack. I mean, that's pretty obvious. There we go. How many do we have left? 5. Where's Rosalinda? There you are. And then a little bit more Scarlet. Alright, so that's good. Oh yeah, I gotta put this Hero's Medallion on, that's right. Completely forgot about that. I also need to put Amalia in one of my squads. Base AP +1, base PP +1, and physical attack +20% is quite good. Aubin, sure, you take 2. Berengaria? Berengaria. Where's Elaine? Actually, Elaine's probably already maxed out. No? Not quite. Adel. Okay, do a Vitality. Now this... Let's see, we want... Fidoquia for sure. Berengaria. Elaine. Miriam? There we go. Alright, and who wants this? So that's what you're rocking, Amalia, so Single enemy, a column of enemies with a piercing strike. Attack a single enemy. Makes the next user's attack a true strike and guaranteed crits. Attack a single enemy, inflict stun and guard seal. Yeah, that is quite good. It's after being hit by a physical attack. And obviously you're very, very tanky, so having you in the front could be super useful too. I think I want this on Aubin, the Hero's Medallion. It just seems like the best thing, because I want you to have more PP and AP, so... makes all allies' attack skills unguardable. I think I only want that to activate if there's an armored unit. Let's set it like that. Otherwise use Frenzied Strike and Parting Blows. Okay. Yep. I am happy with that. The question is, which squad would I want to put Amalia in? I feel like my squads are... probably a lane squad. Like, take out Morden, put in Amalia. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I don't know though, Morden is so strong. We need you in a squad that needs another tank. I could put you in the cavalry squad. Like take out Joseph. Cause I gotta use you. Let's see. Single enemy, hit them twice. Column of enemies, inflict physical defense minus 30%. Heavy slash. Next user's next attack, a true strike and a guaranteed crit. Block an enemy attack with a heavy guard. I think I'll put Amalia in over... well, no, because Joseph heals. Wow, it is really hard to find a spot to slot you in, huh? Because this squad's all around debuffs. This squad, you know, like, I could remove Celeste, I suppose. I mean... yeah, sure. We'll put Amalia in this squad. There you go, Amalia. So... Omega Shatter, attack a single enemy. Penetrate, attack column of enemies with a full strike. So let's put that first and specifically have it set to full column. And then Omega Shatter, Heavy Slash. Activates for attacking with an active skill, makes the user's next attack a true strike and guaranteed crit. We'll do that for... I just want you to do that like once before being hit. Yeah, no, all that's fine. All that's fine. I just want you to target the full column too. And then, yeah, that's all the skills you have. Drakestone Ice Shield, do I have anything better for you? Reflect Magic might be good. If it's for an enemy uses a magic attack active, reflects it. It gives you much lower guard rate though. Much lower guard rate. You are weak to magic though. But yeah, just keep that. Stun and freeze is pretty good. Alright, so sorry for focusing on all that stuff. Okay, we need to check out what the next one of these we want to do is. So, who's next on the list? Sharon, it's your lucky day. Come on down. What is she doing up in that tree? Ah! Are you hurt, Sharon? You seem to have landed quite heavily on your leg. Please, it's nothing a bit of healing can't tend to. You see the nest up on that branch there? One of its chicks had fallen to the ground, so I thought to return the poor thing to its home. But I'm embarrassed to say I lost my footing on the way back down. Truly are a kind soul, Sharon. Would you not have done the same as me? Well, yes, I suppose I would have. As I thought. In any case, we should move away from the nest before their mother grows too upset with us. You called me a kind soul once before, back at Ronmort. I thought much on the matter since that day, and I believe it's not the goodness of my heart which motivates such deeds, but simply my own selfish desires. In other words, the only reason I help others is because I myself wish to be helped. Forgive me for hiding my true nature from you, Prince. There's nothing to apologize for. Everyone in the world is the same, I promise you. Whatever the motive, you've dedicated yourself to the well-being of others and aided a great many people in the process. Far better that than to demand favors and offer nothing in return. You say that, but it's still a sin to act purely in self-interest. Then answer me this. Was it self-interest that drove you to return that bird to its nest, or purely compassion for an animal in need? Well, in either case, I'd rather you not help at all if you're going to get hurt while doing so. Thank you, Prince. I promise I'll be more careful next time. Should you ever require a steady hand to lift you up, I would be more than glad to volunteer. I'd like that very much. Look, Sharon, the mother bird has come bearing food for her children. You're the true kind soul here, Elaine. It's interesting seeing Elaine and Sharon get shipped because especially with how obsessed Oakley and Sharon are with each other and like all their dialogue and stuff. I kind of ship them. Whew. All right, we are getting there, people. We are on the home stretch. All right, Sharon. Let's see what you got. I got to get through a high amount of these. Very, very high amount.
I was told you've need of me, Prince?
Nope.
Sorry.
Not in the slightest. Feel free to summon me again should you ever have need of my healing.
Bye-bye, Sharon. Alright, let's talk again. Sharon, I was just joking. Please come back. Here.
I'd like you to have the ring of the maiden.
You would bestow so holy a relic on me, sir?
I would. Time and again, I found myself restored by your sublime healing magics. And in truth, simply having you at my side brings me more warmth and comfort than even the most soothing of flames. I only hope you'll grant me a chance to return that favor.
I'm not sure I understand.
Then allow me to expound. Amidst your kindness, Sharon, I often forget that malice exists at all. Yet forgotten or not, it is always present, drowning our people in a sea of pain and hurt. Or so it would, were you not there to mend it. But who shall heal you when you falter?
I'm not worried about that. Honestly, it feels like nothing could ever hurt me while you're here. Because I know you'll do anything in the world if it means keeping me safe. I accept your proposal, Elaine. And the ring, of course.
Those words are like a potent magic for my heart.
Elaine, I fear you'll be hurt protecting me. But if you are, I'll be right there to heal your wounds. To kiss them better as well.
Kisses.
Perhaps I could pick up a few scrapes then. And I will never allow harm to come to you. Neither now, nor ever.
I don't know. I think kisses are too lewd. What are you going to talk about next? Hand-holding? Alright. There's that one done. And let's go ahead and do our thing here. Alright. So, who is next on the list? Rapport. Okay, Adel. I mean, we're getting there, but gods, there's so many. There's so many. All right, Adel. Luckily, we only have one conversation with you to do. Your Highness? What is it, Adel? Well, I got the zoomies? I want to apologize for my actions at that tavern back in Cornea. Do you mean that drunken evening you did nothing but sing my praises? I do indeed. I've already told you, I was glad to hear you say such things. Now perhaps you should consider keeping your voice down in the future. I will, Your Highness. But, if I may, I truly do believe you'll be one of the finest kings our land has ever seen. Do you now? Forgive me if this comes across as rude, but I would feel the same even if you didn't even belong to the royal family. Your leadership and kindness you show your soldiers come not from days in the castle, but those spent marching with our army. So it doesn't matter if you're the crown prince or just a simple commander. To me, you're everything Cornea could ever hope for in a ruler. I thank you for saying so, Adel. Yet I wonder, where is this outpour of emotion even coming from? Simple, really. My ale-perfumed words at that tavern were enough to please you, and I thought I could restate the sentiment while in full command of my senses. I want you to know how I truly feel, and want you to be certain it comes from me, not the alcohol. Sorry to interrupt, Adel, but how long do you plan on flattering me for? You alright, Your Highness? Your face is as red as mine after a long night of drinking. Oh, Elaine likes getting compliments. Cute. Alright, so back over there. If you're wondering why I'm doing it this way, where I get one and then I come over here and I do it, you know, some people would say like, oh, it's probably best just to do them all. It helps me keep track of the ones that I have done. So if I come over here, just look for the new one, then, you know, we just keep doing that. I would be scared that I would forget somebody otherwise. So there are so many characters to do this with. Nobody ever brings their horse. I can think, like, the Griffin Riders and Wyvern Riders, I think, brought their stuff,
wanted to
but
speak with me, Your Highness.
nobody brings their horse.
Sorry, I think there's been a mistake.
A rare lapse from our valiant leader. It seems you're human after all. Anyway, I should be going now. I'll be here whenever you need me, sir.
Okay. Bye-bye. I do love my little squad of knights and stuff. It reminds me of like all the cavaliers you get in like Fire Emblem. And them, I've always liked cavaliers.
I'd like you to have the ring of the maiden.
Really? Are you sure I'm worthy of it?
Yes, and so much beyond it as well. There's no man I trust more in this world than you, Adel. But I won't force the matter. The decision to accept it or not lies solely on your shoulders.
Please, Your Highness. You needn't look so downcast. This is an immense honor, and one I would be a fool to refuse. It's merely, I've never received such an offer from another man before. It's only natural it would paralyze me a moment.
Apologies, Adel. I took our friendship for granted and failed to consider how you might feel. So let me ask the question anew. Will you accept this ring and join me in covenant that I might bear the full strength of the unicorn?
That's how you meant it. But of course, Your Highness. I'll endure any task for the sake of our nation.
This is kind of interesting because it seems like Adel was actually wondering if Elaine was like actually proposing. Like a lot of these don't seem to like even insinuate that there's an actual like proposal of marriage going on between Elaine and one of the guys. So Adel like being like, oh, it like that's what you meant basically is interesting.
Our covenant is sworn. Will you stand beside me through the trials ahead, my friend?
As if you even have to ask. I won't leave your side, Your Highness.
There we go. Alrighty. Unicorn and Maiden done. Let's do another one. Get ready for a lot of this. I think this is probably going to be the most romances I've ever had to do for like a playthrough. I remember the video where I romanced everyone in Potionomics was like 3 hours long. If I put like all of these conversations together in one video, it would be an absolutely massive, mammoth thing. So, Selvi, we actually have 3 with you too, so this one's gonna take a minute. Because we have not done many of these with Selvi. Selvi is interesting. Come to understand you heard a voice from the heavens, Elaine. The sanctuary back in Cornea, yes. Interesting, but why were you able to receive its tidings, I wonder? An anatomical peculiarity of your royal bloodline, perhaps. Ah, if only I had the educational background to say for certain. Still, whatever the answer may be, I find myself utterly captivated. Staring at me rather intently, Sylvie. Ah, my apologies. So Seems there's truly no end to the depths of your curiosity. Have you any particular reason for that? Well, If you wish to create the ideal future, you must first understand the failings of history, true? That's what my father always used to say to me. And though my ambitions aren't quite as lofty as his were, I find there to be few things in this world more compelling than the mysteries of our past. Is a respectable saying indeed. My mother often spoke in a similar way, of the inherent value in studying the chronicles of centuries gone. Please, Elaine, it's just an old proverb. You shouldn't read too much into it. Alright. That's that one. New rapport. So many of the ones we've been doing, you know, like, we were already set, basically, so... Interesting having to actually run around and do all of them again. Oh wait, this is Elaine and Raylanor. Okay, well I guess that's who we're doing next. What is your involvement with Terra Rosalinda? I demand an answer now. Not certain what you mean. Forgive me, I didn't intend to take such a forceful tone of voice. Simply that she seems to have grown rather smitten with you. And as her attendant, it's my duty to determine if you're truly suited to... to determine what it is you think of her. Pressed for an answer, I would say she's a fine ally indeed in the fight against the Noira. And what else? You want more? In that case, I suppose she does stand somewhat close to me at times. Yet she tends to speak softer than most everyone else, so I think it only natural that she draws nearer to me. Unless perhaps there's a deeper reason than that. Elaine, please! You're like as dense as me when it comes to someone flirting. Very interesting. The tenacity of will to command an army alone, tinged with the slightest touch of vulnerability. This is the man that Terra Rosalinda has chosen, and so be it. I approve. Approve of what exactly? Nothing you need worry yourself over. I thank you for the assistance, Elaine. And I hope you can find it in your heart to appease my lady's wishes. Nothing could bring me greater joy. Wow, Rosalinda's gonna be pissed when I romance you instead. I certainly understand what just happened. Could you imagine? Your attendant goes to check on your crush to be like, are you good enough for my person I attend? And then the person just falls for the attendant instead? That's gotta feel horrible for Rosalinda. Selvi? Hurry not, I'll have you out of there in but a moment. Oh, come on. Thank you, my prince. How'd you get in there? It's a relief to see you unharmed, Sylvie, but I must ask, how did you come to be trapped beneath all that rubble? Well, you see, one moment I was in the midst of a peaceful investigation, and the next I found myself beset by spirits of the dead. Same phantom soldiers we've encountered everywhere, I presume. That's precisely what I thought at first, but soon I realized they were actually the ghosts of deceased children and house pets. Oh my god! A somber discovery. There's no sigil in the region either, so it couldn't have been magic which manifested them. And given the household items I came across in my excavations, I can only assume there used to be a settlement here. Anyway, I believe the ghosts were trying to play a prank on me, and accidentally brought the ruins crashing down in the process. They must have been awfully startled by all the noise, as they quickly fled the area, likely off to some spectral plane beyond our comprehension. Not so certain about that. Before I found you, I heard a young voice calling out to me from this direction. Perhaps it was one of the children urging me to come to your aid. Oh, spirits, if you can hear me out there, know that I am entirely unharmed, thanks to you, and I plan to further my research into these lands in hopes of learning more about the people you once were. I'll forever be grateful for what you've done here today. Speaking of research, Sylvie, perhaps you shouldn't be doing it alone any longer. You may not be so lucky next time. Valid point, yes. And thank you again for digging me out of that rubble. It's nothing at all. I'm merely pleased to know you're safe. Just fell in rubble. I mean, there were briars there too. That had to be painful. Be careful, Selvi. Jeez. Here. There we go. Alright, all the way up to Bastorius. Let's make sure we pick the right one. Unifi and Merard. There's quite a few. Merard and Ramona. Unifi and Goval. Oh, it's probably the one right beside the sigil. Yeah. These sigils provide us quite the boon. There are undestructive battles with the phantom soldiers within. Glad to hear it. And yet... Is there something on your mind, Sylvie? Yes, in fact, there is. Due to the fluid nature of the Liberation's work, we rarely stay in one location for very long. Thus my research always tends to feel far more rushed than I would prefer. Understandable concern, yes. Even I know that surveys such as ours required more than an afternoon or two to carry out. Suppose that means we've no choice but to part ways. That's not what I'm saying at all. Forgive me, Sylvie, it was merely a joke. Couldn't envision pressing on without you at our side. Next you tell a joke, try to make it funny, My life would be a great deal more difficult alone, not only with the sigils themselves, but even simply traveling between them. Given my contributions in battle, I feel our agreement is mutually beneficial. As do I. Though none matter, I often do have trouble asking an academic to risk her life in combat. You shouldn't. Field research requires a certain level of physical prowess, one which I honed over years of solitary wandering. Remember you were by yourself when we first met as well. Take it you prefer to work alone? No, actually, I made a point to hire mercenaries at every new site. For some reason, they always ended up running away. I only had a position in your royal court, Elaine. I could bury myself in research day after day without a care for money or guards or even time for myself. It's a wonderful idea, and a fitting reward for all the fine work you've done for this army. All you need to do is be patient, for now, and that dream shall be yours once Corneo is restored. Well, as it so happened, that was meant to be a joke of my own. The offer is an alluring one. And for the sake of your research, let's double our efforts in bringing this war to a close as soon as possible. Sounds good. Okay, so with that, over here, and then yeah, I guess the next one I'm going to romance is Raylanor after Selvi here. So good. Hello. Selvi. There you are. What's up, Selvi? I took you away from your research. I hope you don't mind.
Yes, hilarious joke. Well done.
Sorry, been a mistake.
Sorry, I think there's been a mistake.
Glad you had your bit of fun for the day. I'll just be going now.
I'm sorry, Selvi. That was mean of me. I'm very sorry. Alright. Come back, Selvi. You were all the way at the bottom. I scrolled past you. There you are. I mean it this time. Here you go.
I'd like you to have the ring of the maiden.
Glad you had your bit of fun for the day.
You said the same thing either way?
I'll just be going now.
What?
Did you hear me, Selvi? This is no joke.
That is funny that it's the same thing. It's the same reaction from her either way.
What? You mean you're serious?
Entirely. There's no one I'd rather spend the rest of my life with than you. The ring is yours, assuming you want it.
How could I say no after such a romantic proposal? Nobody else treats me the way you do, Elaine. And I feel exactly the same. I couldn't imagine life without you. Now, how do we do this?
You can start by giving me your hand.
So this is the ring of the maiden. Fascinating. I can feel a strange power flowing through every inch of my body. I suppose that means the pact is sworn. Though I must say, this ring is quite the curio. Yes, I think it'll do nicely for my experiments.
Just try not to break it, please.
How could you even suggest such a thing? I'll treasure it for as long as I live.
Alright. Yeah, that's kind of a sweet one. It's another one where, like, the character did not expect to be chosen by Elaine. But, yeah. Alright. Load. And back to Polivia to go romance Raylanor now. So, Raylanor. Where are you at, Raylanor? There you are. Okay, and we just have a final one with you at Fortalion Citadel. Is this you? Nope. Ridiel and Luna Lagos. Elaine and Raylanor. Terra Rosalinda awaits you neath the light of the moon, my prince. Go to her. Sorry? Hope this tryst is as enjoyable for you as it surely will be for her. Oh, this is not a... This is going places. This is going places. Rosalinda's gonna be so mad. Slow down a moment, please. What is it you expect from me? As I said before, I wish you to appease Terra Rosalinda. And have you told her I would be coming? I've not. She always has enjoyed a pleasant surprise, you see. Now get over there this instant. But I... Go! Ugh! Are you hurt? I'm... fine. Only a mere twist of the ankle. Wish I had your certainty. In any case, you shouldn't bear weight on it until we can be certain it's only a sprain. Here, allow me to carry you to the healer. Leave me be, I beg you. You mustn't miss your rendezvous with Terra Rosalinda. It isn't time for your schemes, Ray Lenore. I'll only speak with her after I'm certain you're better. Ah. Okay, this is going to be interesting. It was little more than a minor strain in the end. You were fortunate indeed that nothing was broken. I suggest you seek out Rosalinda after this as well. She seemed rather worried about you when I told her what happened. You aren't upset with me after all I've done? All of my failed schemes, as you so eloquently put it? You're only acting out of concern for your lady, Ray Lenore. Can never be upset at loyalty as fierce as yours. Loyalty which sees you ever committed to our army and its well-being as well. So please, take this opportunity to revel in a bout of much-deserved rest. Elaine, what is it? I don't know what I've done to earn such sympathy from you. There's nothing to earn, purely a matter of course. In any event, I should be going now. The others have need of me back in camp. Here you are, Ray Lenore. I was so worried about you I could barely sleep. Forgive me, Terrace. Don't apologize. The only thing I want for you is to take better care of yourself. That's precisely what I'll do. Alright. This is gonna be such a funny romance. This is gonna be a funny romance. Like just Rosalinda clearly into Elaine. And then this happens. By my own attendant, no less. Alright. You're way down here, so there you are. Alright, Ray Lenore, what's up?
You summoned me, Elaine?
Been a mistake.
Sorry, I think there's been a mistake.
Then I should be getting back to Terra Rosalinda. I wish you luck in your decision.
Bye-bye. But come back, actually. Alrighty. Here you go.
I'd like you to have the ring of the maiden.
Surely you haven't thought the matter through if you're asking this of me.
I have. I could imagine none other serving the role, Rylanor. I hope I haven't offended.
Not in the slightest. You're an exceptional man, Elaine. Possessed of a strong heart and a sharp mind. And above all, a kindness few could match. In truth, my feelings for you have grown unabated since the day you so warmly tended to my leg. And to hear those words cross my ears has brought me a greater joy than I ever thought possible.
Then allow me to further bolster that joy. Our time together has been brief, perhaps, yet I've observed the grace with which you conduct yourself. The selflessness, I have to admit. Such qualities have seen you occupy a genuinely cherished place in my heart.
Elaine,
Would you do me this honor?
Yes. 100 times, yes. I will treasure this ring for as long as I live. Today, I'm the happiest woman in all of Fevrith.
And I, the happiest man.
No. Yeah, that was a pretty sweet one. Rosalinda out here seething, though. When I get the cutscene right here where she's like, oh, and the Covenants, and she's like, I can't believe she did that. Alright. Load. We got more romances. Elaine's got a lot of hot mixer dates. Alright, who's next? Are we even halfway through the list yet? We're not. Leia. And then Prim to follow after. Hello. Leia. Is everything alright, my prince? It is now, yes. Truth, it looked from afar like you were standing here crying. It seems the light of the moon was playing tricks on me. I'm fine, yes. Though at times, after everyone else has gone to sleep, I find myself succumbing to a sudden rush of loneliness. I feel that way too, yeah. Especially since I stay up so late. Not the same myself ever since I was but a boy. Silence of night tends to invite all manner of merciless thoughts. Sometimes it's peaceful, though. Back on Palavia, I often solved it through walks by the shore, staring out at the endless expanse of black ocean. Frightened Joseph to no end to wake up in the middle of the night and find me missing. Something similar happened to me once. Having slipped out of bed to roam Soldraga's dark castle halls, I came across King Hugo doing just the same. Feared the worst, of course, but rather than scold me, he simply ushered me back to my room and began to sing. That was the first lullaby I had ever heard, warmth I had never before experienced. In that moment, I couldn't help but wonder if that's what it felt like to have parents of my own. It was a lovely memory indeed. Not certain I bear the aptitude for song that King Hugo did, but if you'd like, I would be glad to stay at your side until the tide of sleep eventually rolls in. Should you not be getting rest yourself, my prince? Worry not, Leia. I'm wide awake, having just come from a war council, so I'd love to keep you company for a while, assuming you don't mind. Perhaps you could tell me more of King Hugo while I do. I'd very much like that. And thank you for always treating me with such ample kindness. Now when I was just a girl of only 7 or 8... I do like Leia. Leia's cute. So... let's, head back over there. Got a quick new one to follow up on here. Continue doing our due diligence. Boom. Good. Alright, Leia. Are you ready? Let's see. God, look at all these characters in the list. So many now. I remember when there was only like 5.
Apologies for keeping you waiting, my prince. Is there something I can help you with?
No.
Sorry, I think there's been a mistake.
I had suspected as much. If you'll excuse me, then.
No, come back, Leia. You're cool. I do like you, even though I didn't use you much throughout the game. I'm sorry. Wasn't as crazy about Swordmasters as I thought I was gonna be. They really need, like, someone to inflict a guard seal for them.
I'd like you to have the Ring of the Maiden.
In truth, I had believed it some grave error that I found myself asked here. How could I possibly be worthy of such an honor?
Hold your gaze high, Leia. We've spent many a sleepless night of late, locked in gripping conversation.
Isn't that just the best when you have, like, someone that you can just talk to for, like, just a crazy amount of time?
And while time may slip through our fingers like so many grains of sand, some thoughts never fade from my mind. How dedicated and kind you are. How true to yourself. How utterly stunning in every way.
I'm not sure how to respond. I never had anything growing up. Not until Gilbert and his late father gave me a home to call my own. Yet amid the long, silent nights in their cold castle walls, I couldn't help but wonder, why was I brought into this world, only to be abandoned in the nascent days of my infancy?
Leia.
But every minute with you has been brimming with warmth, life, love, and for the first time in all my years, I've realized my purpose on this earth. I want to protect the kingdom of those who welcomed me as family when I had none. That, and I want to do so beside the first man who's ever made me feel loved as I truly am. I've waited my entire life for this moment, and I wouldn't dare let it slip away. My answer is yes, Elaine.
You'll never be alone again, for as long as I live. I shall be with you, always. And I thank you for your courage.
This one's a very sweet one. I do like this one a lot. Leia's a good choice.
I'm thrilled to hear it. And should sleep ever elude you, I'd be more than happy to while the night away in loving conversation.
I can't wait.
Oh, that's definitely one of my favorites. If I like ranked them, that might appear in like the top 10 or something like that. That one's very sweet. I like that one. And it is very relatable, like I said, with finding someone that you can just kind of, just like pass crazy amounts of time with, just talking to them. It's super, super nice to have someone like that. So, alright, who is next? Prim was next, that's right. Oh yeah, and then we have Jeremy after. Prim? Hello, how are you? That soldier needs my help. You mustn't, Prim, it's too dangerous. Even so, I won't abandon him to his fate. Wait. This is different. Sorry, Elaine. I couldn't just stand and watch that poor man while that poor man lost his life. I wasn't planning to throw my own away either. I actually found myself in a similar situation once before, thrust into battle without even a moment's notice. And things seem to have worked out themselves out then as well. Perhaps so. You can't rely on sheer luck to see you through such fits of danger, assuming such fortuity is what emboldens you now. And you had best forget it ever happened. If you still say that, knowing the battle I speak of, it was the day we met, Elaine. What was it now? The midst of combat was the last place I wanted to be, as I'm sure you can imagine. But if I hadn't been there, you would never have found me, nor would I have ever thought to join the Liberation. In my eyes, that fortuity is quite an important memory. And in yours too, I think. So don't even consider telling me to forget it. Prim, not that my past blessings had anything at all to do with today. Even if the world itself was conspiring against me, I still wouldn't have left that soldier to die. Forgive me, please. I only said what I did out of worry for your safety. I understand how you feel as well. I often find instinct takes over in such life or death circumstances. Yet if you're ever going to charge off like that, I merely ask you bring me with you. I just couldn't bear to see you alone again. And you won't have to, Elaine. The next time this happens, I'll make sure you're right there with me every step of the way. I promise you that. Okay. Prim wanting to help everybody. Pretty similar to the Sharon one. So, let's go up here. I do like Prim. I like redheads though, so here you go. And I remember your personality being kind of cute, so there you go. Prim, are you ready?
Prim, is there a reason you've brought your staff with you?
Is there a reason I wouldn't? I assume you've asked me here for some form of healing.
Well, no, not exactly.
Sorry, there's been a mistake.
I think there's been a mistake.
That's a relief. I was worried you'd gone and hurt yourself. Anyway, I should be getting back now. Just let me know if you ever need anything.
Yep, you brought the staff to heal me, I see. Alright, Prim, come back.
I'd like you to have the ring of the maiden.
What a lovely little ring. And in such a beautiful place, too. It almost sounded like you were proposing for a second there.
That was my intention, yes.
Oh, how wonderful. I wish all the best to you and, me?
you're come on, Prim, keep up.
Wait, me?
There could be none other. Ever since you joined our cause, your skill as a cleric has saved countless lives. And by swearing an oath upon these rings, we can draw out...
Sorry, Elaine, but do you mind if I gather my thoughts for a second? Now, what were you saying again? I'm ready to hear it this time.
Well, I was bade to give this ring to the person I care for most. And you were the first and only who crossed my mind. With every spark of healing magic I witness, it's as though a part of my own heart is restored as well. In time, I've come to realize just how much you mean to me. How I couldn't live without you at my side. Marry me, Prim, and together, we'll build a life more grand than we ever could have dreamed.
I'm flattered that you think that highly of me. And so immensely happy, too. I would love nothing more than to be your bride, Elaine. I I accept 100 times over.
I'll never forget this day, Prim. The day we embarked on a beautiful new journey. Together.
I just worry what my sister will say when she learns I got engaged before her.
Wait, no, I think I've already done the romance with Hilda. Haven't I? So technically Hilda... Well, that's a different world and everything, you know. I won't take your moment away from you. But, I think we've already romanced Hilda. I want to say we have. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of one of the Griffin Knights. Let's look. Hilda. Nope, we have not romanced Hilda. I'm super wrong. So you were right. You did beat Hilda to the punch. Lane and Jeremy. This is gonna be a weird one. If you don't mind me saying, Jeremy, I saw you risk your life to defend that of an ally in our most recent battle. Got that, did you? Guy was missing a shield, so... However, I've also worried of you concealing yourself behind another unit, ensuring they would be the ones attacked and not you. Was such duplicity intentional? Nah, boss. I'm a changed man, you know? And a changed man won't go pushing those kids up the front line? You mean to say they stepped forward for their own volition? And that you trusted in their ability to defend themselves? I wouldn't complain, if that's how you want to put it. That's about it. The folks I was standing behind got an arrow in their necks. Who do you think would be next? Me and whoever you think the way... Me and whatever you think of the way I do things, I'm not stupid. I have little choice but to believe your words. Well, even if you judge them capable enough to handle it, I'd ask that you never hide behind your allies in such a manner. Wouldn't dream of it. Jeremy, I'd also ask that you do not place yourself in harm's way for the sake of those less skilled than you. Yeah, don't worry. Wouldn't dream of it, same as I said before. It's almost strange how well he listens given everything else. This is going to be an interesting one. Like, I imagine Jeremy's going to be just as surprised. Because out of everyone in the army, you trust Jeremy the most? Gamel's also going to be a weird one. But Jeremy extra weird. Because at least Gamel had like a proper character arc where he was like, yeah, I turned around, boss. But Jeremy was just kind of like, oh yeah, I'm good now. Don't worry about it. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm ready for an interesting outcome.
What's eating at you, boss? Maybe you're thinking about a little bonus for old Jeremy here, hmm?
Oh, I got a bonus for you.
Sorry, I think there's been a mistake.
Figures. My fault for getting my hopes up, I guess. You don't treat your people right, boss. You're gonna be paying with more than coin.
Don't spit on the unicorn altar, Jeremy. Jeez. Come on. Yeah, this is gonna be a weird one. Like, really?
I'd like you to have the ring of the maiden.
Oh yeah? Give me a look at that. This thing just for show, or is it actually worth something?
It's the only ring of its kind the entire world over, and should we swear an oath by it, we can restore the Ring of the Unicorn to its full power.
You're asking me? Always knew you had a good eye on you. Don't sweat a damn thing, boss. I promise you won't regret it.
I don't know. We might regret
The
it.
covenant is sealed.
Hell of a trinket. Slip it into the right palm, and I bet I'd be set for life.
Oh, but one last thing. Betray this oath, and the unicorn's curse will deliver you unspeakable horrors for the rest of your days.
This one's great. This one's great. Just the fact that Jeremy's just like, how can I pawn this shit off for $1? Oh, that's a fun one. That's a fun one. This is why I wanted to do all of these. It's so absurd how many like support conversations and things there are. My god. Okay, are we at least halfway through yet? No. Still not halfway through. We're getting there though. Yeah, I mean, we have a ton at the bottom from all of the Bestorius people and stuff, but we're getting there. We are certainly getting there. Hilda? How you doing? I don't even know when I'm going to end this episode off. I'll not claim to mind, Hilda, but it appears your wyvern has mistaken me for a midday snack. It's been biting at my hair for some time now, rather forcefully, I might add. Seems he likes you, Elaine. Worry not, there's nothing to be afraid of. Simply wishes to hearten you through all the hardships you endure day after difficult day. Should come as an honor, really. It does most certainly, yet I fear my life is at risk if this continues any longer. Please, I'll not hear a word of such spurious jokes. Truthy often does this for me as well, whenever I find myself in a fit of melancholy. Could it be that you're feeling uneasy about something, Elaine? I hadn't thought it would be that obvious. Of course, I know that nothing will come from agonizing over the matter, yet losing a soldier under my command never grows any less painful. Grief I'm all too familiar with, albeit under different circumstances. It's true that nothing torments the mind more than such a sacrifice. But the good of the many will always outweigh the suffering of the few. All we can do now is try to minimize our losses, while ever striving to deliver peace to this world. I should expect no less from the man who seeks to be king. Right you are. Elaine, is that blood on your forehead? Remind me to never be consoled by a wyvern again. That's funny. Also, was Prim's hair not red there? I swear it looked like brown. Oddly. That is weird. Okay. Oop, not load. Save. We're so close to being done. I can't screw up the saving and loading now. Hilda, there you are. Hilda's gonna be very, very surprised, I think.
I heard mutterings around camp about the Rite of Covenant. Is that why you've called me here?
No.
Sorry, I think there's been a mistake.
What sort of dullard botches something this important? I'm leaving.
Okay, bye. I mean, yeah. It's a pretty rough thing to botch. I get it.
I'd like you to have the ring of the maiden.
You seem quite set on it.
I am.
In our time together, I've come to know you as a kind man, well deserving of his soldiers' trust and loyalty. But you're still much too naive. That innocence will see your head roll someday, especially if you mean to rule a kingdom. Which is why I would ask you this. You've spoken time and again of your wish to restore order to this land, but are you prepared to deal with the consequences of doing so? To make decisions that will govern the life and death of your people?
Indeed I am. Though I've made a promise to myself.
Which is?
I will never let the luster of the crown wash away my humanity. Those who forget the very citizens they claim to serve are unfit to lead and unfit to rule. Call it naive if you wish, but that is the principle with which I hope to restore Cornea. A belief that will neither bend nor break.
There's the Elaine I know. But you've changed too. Those eyes burn with the fire of true conviction, just like you say. And a fire I can't help but gaze deeper into. I'll support you however I'm able. Both in leadership and in life.
I'd like nothing more, Hilda.
A very by-the-book proposal here.
That's that then. You may have much yet to learn, Elaine. But being a warm, gentle soul isn't one of those things. Never lose that.
With you at my side, I never could.
Congrats, Elaine. You got another Dami Mommy. Gotta collect them all. Alright. Good. Now we load again. Yeah, I don't know how many of these I'm gonna do. I kinda got up early today. So, you know, I had time to get a bunch of recording done, and I'm like, this needs to happen. We just gotta go in there like clockwork and get through these things. So, alright. Gilbert is next, and then we have Tatiana. And we actually have 2 conversations with Gilbert. Let us begin, Elaine. Indeed. Ah! Such is the bite of my royal blade. It was an impressive art, one which took all my effort to avoid, even with the knowledge it was coming. Shall we go again, then? Be my honor. Ready thyself, Elaine. What is the meaning of this? Are you alright, Gilbert? Ah, 'tis but a flame bug. What are you doing to my leg? Really sucking out the venom, of course. Excuse me, Gilbert? Is Elaine sucking your leg? Do you not have such insects in Drakenhold? If you fail to quickly tend to their bite, it will swell in size and begin to assail you with searing pain. This may hurt, Gilbert, but I ask that you suffer through it. You didn't do such a thing, I assure you. Ugh. There, that should be all. You encounter these flame bugs of yours often? Appears you have a wealth of experience in the matter. As would any child in Cornea, yes. Though, I did notice a conspicuous lack of insect life back in Drakenhold. Certainly compared to the massive swarms I would often encounter on Palavia. Do you fear them in much the same way Virginia does? You truly are an unusual prince, Elaine. Though I understand now why Virginia approved of you. What do you mean? She didn't mention? And she deemed you unworthy of the throne when you first set foot in the Drakenhold. She planned to cut you down where you stood. Seems rather harsh. Yet not altogether unexpected. She always hoped she would be the one to rebuild your nation, you know. And you've seen the extent of her skill with the blade. Such expertise can only come from years of dedicated training. It seemed at times that she wished to follow directly in Queen Elenia's regal footsteps. But 'tis a pursuit she would surely resume, should you ever be unfortunate enough to fall in battle. Be warned, Elaine, she'll not accept your failure kindly. Chilling notion indeed. Can you walk, Gilbert? We should get you to a healer with all haste. Let's be off. Alright. Should the day ever come that Elaine is crowned king, Cornea shall surely be forever changed. As shall the rest of Fevrith with it. Yeah, they'll have a leg-sucking king. Oh my god. I was not prepared for that. Not prepared for that at all. Lane Gilbert. Let's go. Oh, this is Renault and Joseph. Whoops. Okay, hello. Long last, you found the conviction to join our march. Ah, Sir Joseph. The knight-errant Laurent, was it? I admit you had me deceived at first, yet the thrust of your lance soon made your identity clear as the evening sky. It's truly that obvious. I'd hoped to slay Renault so that Laurent might live, but it seems my efforts were to little avail. There's a good thing, too. Only a fool would abandon their own existence so easily. But despite your failings, you live on, ever striving for a greater future. As I've sworn to do in the Liberation's name, yes. Much promise lies in those words, Renault, and in that lance your aptitude is in which rivals even Hodrick's. If I recall, such skill once earned you top honor in a jousting competition held by the Ashen Blue. Yes, 'tis a fond memory indeed. I only pray the point of your lance is as sharp as ever. But of course, Sir Joseph. And with it, I shall pierce the heart of Galerius's foul ambitions. Okay. Well, there we go. We saw one of those. On accident, but we saw it nonetheless. My mind just went to the first one nearby, but it's this one that we needed to see. You know, you can sheathe your sword, Gilbert. You don't need it out all the time. What a resplendent valley this is. See now why Drakenhold is often said to be the birthplace of dragonkind. Indeed, marvels such as these are the grandest treasure our kingdom has to offer. There's nothing at all like the scenery you might see at home in Cornea. Have you heard the saying, Elaine, that this nation exists in Cornea's shadow? I can say I have, no. Perhaps Joseph never saw fit to mention it. Centuries past, your kingdom was embroiled in a war of succession between two siblings. Brother against brother, blood against blood. He who lost was banished to the wilderness, left disgraced to start life anew, and so he did. 'Twas then he formed a nation of his own, the nation we now know as Drakenhold. Who knew of such history, Gilbert? Drakenhold is not a wealthy place, nor is its barren soil suitable for crops or cattle. No matter how hard we toil, we shall never prosper as Cornea does. Yet for all its flaws, the people of Drakenhold shall always cling fast to the only home they have ever known. And the fire which burns within their breast is a flame of rebellion against the comfortable lives our neighbors are blessed with. Once when I was but a child, we welcomed an envoy from Cornea into Soldraga's walls. My father prepared for them the finest feast imaginable, filled with delicacies from every corner of the kingdom. As they sat themselves at our banquet table, the only look which crossed our faces was one of disgust. As an image sadly burned into my memory. All the while my father could nary say a word in his defense. After seeing as the meal had scarcely been touched, he later bestowed it upon the castle's many servants. I had never seen them eat quite so merrily before. From that day forth, I struggled to trust anyone who hailed from Cornean shores. But Gilbert... Till I met you, that is. Your kingdom is a proud one, blessed by bounties beyond my greatest imagination. Yet such inequity can breed hatred, truth often unnoticed by those more fortunate. Drakenhold is not the only land which suffers Elaine. Astorius is covered in heavy snow the entire year round, while the soil of Albion lies infertile with salt. Cornea alone has been endowed with good fortune. So I ask that you remember these words. Heavily weigh the burdens of this long-standing imbalance, on no head more so than the King of Cornea himself. Hold true to your ideals. Never lose sight of the person you've become, for he is a friend I admire quite dearly. I'll not fail you, Gilbert. Nor shall I let the crown change who I am. No, I shall ever strive to be a man you can admire now and for the rest of my days. There we are. Alright, so back to Palavia. I'm gonna have to decide if I'm going to end here or keep going after this one. We've been doing these for like a solid 30, 45 minutes now, so... Hello. Where are you at, Gilbert? You should be somewhere around here. Does Armus really come before you? Armus does. I guess he joined first. Alright. What you got?
I feel as though I know why you've summoned me here. Speak your part, please.
Nope.
Sorry, I think there's been a mistake. Oh. Better to proceed with too much caution than too little, I suppose. We shall speak again another time.
Bye, Gilbert. We're not prepared for that one, were ya? I need to take a sip of drink. Alright, here.
I'd like you to have the ring of the maiden. As I suspected. Yet I believe your reason for choosing me lies not with drawing out the ring's power. No. I expect the intent of your words instead falls upon the relationship between Cornea and Drakenhold. Am I wrong? I admit, this right does bring certain advantages. 'Tis a bond of mutual trust, after all. The vicious feud between our nations has spanned years. Generations, in fact. Though the two of us may finally bring it to a long-awaited end. Indeed, an arrangement such as this would ensure that such events come to pass. Yet you and I already share a deep friendship, with little and less need for covenants to prove it. Hence, I suggest the ring rather go to the one you care for most. Why do you laugh? You're a leader as clever as you are careful, Gilbert. But it seems you've miscalculated. The one I care for most is you. I can't say I ever considered such a notion. I have to say, it's rather endearing to see you at a loss like this. Quite a stark difference from your normal stateliness. I concede this round. It seems I have no choice but to accept. Our oath is sworn. Indeed. And my nation's future with Cornea appears all the brighter knowing you'll stand at its helm. Now, let us expunge Galerius from this world and usher in a new age through every corner of Fefrith.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Alright, I think I got... At this point, you know, I'm going to hit a point where I'm just like, okay, that's enough. We're done. Don't want to save. We're gonna hit a point where we're like, okay, that's enough. We're done. But I think I got one more in me, and then after this one, we'll see if I have another one in me. And, all of that, so... Okay, that was Gilbert. We are finally to the point where we're more than halfway through. Of course, a lot of these I have not done the conversations with, so they're gonna take, oh, so much longer. But we're almost there. We're almost there. I'm quite happy with this. Alright, Tatiana. You're an interesting one. Who are you people? Well, 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 looks like we found ourselves a rebel. Just the lucky break we've been waiting for. About time something went our way. You intend to kill me, then? Very well. It seems I'll be reunited with Lord Ghislaine sooner than I expected. Stand still, and I'll make it quick. Hope you know it's nothing personal. Tatiana! What were you thinking, leaving camp alone at this time of night? Thought I told you to stay away from me. I want nothing to do with a man who murdered I think your name was like Ghislaine. Ghislaine? Or a fool who decides who lives and dies on pure impulse. Can't deny that I took Ghislaine from you. Cut him down with my own 2 hands. Yet those he sacrificed were not nameless victims. They had families, lives, people who cared for them. Just as you did for him. He no doubt believed his deeds to be a necessary evil. But I refused to stand and watch while your lord made unwilling martyrs of his own citizens. You know nothing of the horrors that plague brought upon us. Or could I claim to? All I knew was that I had to put a stop to Ghislaine's transgressions. You wish to call that mere impulse, then so be it. I have taken the lives of countless enemies in the name of this war. Lives that would have otherwise endured to see another dawn. Each of them with family and friends who cared deeply. While I wish I could protect everyone who calls these lands home, I fear that's not within my power. Once I become king, I'll no doubt be forced to make even crueler decisions regarding the fate of my people. So hate me if you will, Tatiana, it doesn't change what I feel must be done. And I'm certain Ghislaine bore much the same resolve. You imply that you and he are alike? Or Ghislaine would still live, had I worked harder to finish that cure. Looking at it now, I realized that deep down I was holding myself back. I knew that once our research was complete, my lord would have no reason to keep me at his side. To me, there was no thought more terrifying than that. Thus I hesitated, unwittingly brought about his death, rather than fulfill the dream he so desperately yearned for. My hatred for you was purely a way to deflect my own fear. Fear that I could have prevented my savior's demise. And hate me all you want on Lord Ghislaine's behalf. Or I'd rather that than request everyone in the army adore my every action. As if you even need to ask, I wouldn't forget what you did so easily. What is this? The shell of a lunas clam. It has powerful medicinal effects, but only when first bathed beneath the light of the moon. Oh, so that's why you were out here. Tatiana? I really believed I was ready to die when the soldiers first surrounded me. I realized then that I want to live, a notion that grew even stronger when you came to my rescue. Nobody deserves to be sacrificed, even for the noblest of causes. We all want to keep living, and yet... Forgive me, Tatiana, for not giving Ghislaine that chance. You should get back to camp. I still have a few more shells to find myself, and I doubt there'll be any further patrols tonight. Go, please. As you wish. Be careful, Tatiana. I pray you can forgive me, Lord Ghislaine. All I had wanted was to stay at your side, but now we stand separated by the veil of death. While each new day brought you deeper into madness, I did nothing to prevent its monstrous advance. But I swear on my life I'll rid our world of that foul disease, just as you has always dreamed. Farewell, my lord. Interesting. Yeah, Tatiana and Elaine have a pretty interesting story together. I'm gonna be interested to see how this, like, romance goes. Because, I mean, it is a straight-up proposal. Like, I feel like if anyone's gonna say no, it's gonna be Tatiana. She's not exactly crazy about me, although that scene shows that we're changing opinions on each other a little bit.
A fine place you have here. What's the meaning of this?
Sorry.
Sorry, I think there's been a mistake.
A mistake, right. Let's hope there aren't any more then, for your sake.
Alright, jeez. Violent. Alright, here you go. Boom.
I'd like you to have the ring of the maiden.
I knew you were a strange one from the moment we met. I've been an outcast my entire life. Reviled, shunned by the world. But you and Lord Ghislaine greeted me with acceptance.
I merely did what I felt was right.
Then tell me, what happens once you give me the ring?
First, we bring Zenoira's reign to an end. You and I, together. After that, I can entice you back to Cornea. Perhaps as the royal physician.
Or more if you were so willing? Elaine? Hello?
Looking to keep me as close as possible, I see. Are you sure you're ready for all that entails?
I've never been readier for anything. This ring is proof of that.
I can think of no greater way to observe your death than to stand with you in life.
Oh my god. I mean, we're with the Yandere now.
Just know that I'm not giving it back, even if you change your mind years in the future.
Nor could I ever want you to.
I feel like Tatiana probably has a lot of fans.
And Elaine, maybe forget what I've said about that dying business. I don't think I could bear losing you.
Okay, not fully Yandere then. Okay, yeah, no. Now you want us alive. Alright. I was thinking it was a relationship where Elaine was gonna have to like constantly watch his back and stuff, but no. Alright. I'm doing another one. I'm still cooking, so let's do another. This just means this is less I have to do tomorrow. Which is good, because I mean I don't know how much time I'll have tomorrow. Galadmir? Oh cool, and you're just a one conversation one, so this shouldn't be too bad. At all. I admit, Elaine, you performed quite admirably in my test of your intentions. Now, if only you were better suited to fighting beside Terra Eltalinde, you might just earn a passing grade. Is it meant to be a compliment? Not as such, no. I'll concede you have talent, but it's being entirely wasted at the moment. You and Lex have spent a great too many years training for this war together. But always practicing with the same person means you only know how to react to their particular way of doing things. You must learn how to adapt with a new partner. One like me, if you're willing. Are you certain that's necessary? Of course I am. There's no telling when an enemy archer may attempt to strike you down. The stronger you grow, the more assured I can be in Terra Linda's safety under your command. That's what you're after. Part, yes, but I meant every word. Now what do you say? It would be my pleasure, Galadmir. Look forward to learning what an attendant to the Turanos is capable of. Just the answer I was hoping to hear. What incredible strength. On your feet, Elaine. It's much too early for you to be giving up now. But of course, I shall ever press onward if I must. What's going on here, Galadmir? Elaine looks as though he's about to faint. Yeah. I mean, Elaine was indeed about to faint. Okay. Immediately back for another one. Let's see here. So, save. This is going to be a weird one because, yeah, I mean, basically our only romance thing, or only conversation has been a, like, you training me super hard. So, interesting.
You've picked an interesting setting for a discussion. I presume it's an important matter?
Nah.
Sorry, I think there's been a mistake.
Indeed there has. See to it that you don't repeat this error. My patience has its limits, you know.
Noted. Alright. For real this time, though. Here you go.
I'd like you to have the ring of the maiden. The truth is, I trust you above all others. Not only for your strength, but for your loyalty, your cautious demeanor, everything about you, really.
Hence you'd have me wear your ring.
That is the request I'd make of you, yes. Though, perhaps I failed to earn the trust required for such an oath.
If anything, I'd say your subdued confidence betrays your lack of faith in me.
That was not my intent.
Apologies for teasing you, Elaine. You still have much to learn about me. But I'll gladly give you all the time you need. I accept.
Are you certain?
I've watched you hold the entire liberation together with your bare hands, and sacrifice your own well-being for that of your people. How could I not be certain about such an incredible man? Now the ring, if you will.
I should have known you'd have me beaten in a war of words.
This covenant is a profound one, Elaine. So don't think you can go dying on me before your task is finished.
Alright. Noted. Whew. Alright, the video's hit 2 hours, so we probably do need to go ahead and end there, but that was a lot of progress. That was a lot of progress. And we have, let's see how many reporters we have left. Eltalinda, Celeste, Gamel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh my god, that's gonna be a lot next time too. Alright, but I mean, it seems like all I'm going to have to do is do those, do the sanctuaries, and then do what I'm assuming is the final battle, so maybe I'll be able to finish that by next time. I don't know, we'll see, but we got a lot done here today. So, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.